Hi, I'm Erica, the garden programmer for the Faulkner County Library. Today, we will be making DIY bird feeders out of pine cones. You're going to need a sheet of parchment paper so your table doesn't get super messy. Obviously, our pine cone, the star of the show. A ribbon to hang your pine cone. A tongue depressor or a popsicle stick to scoop out the peanut butter. You're going to want a simple peanut butter, something that only has peanuts and water. You're not going to want to have something that adds any extra sugar or other additives because you don't want the birds eating that. Paper towels are a must for this because your hands are going to get dirty, especially if you're doing this with little kids. And, of course, birdseed. Now, you can get any type of birdseed that you'd like. However, you should pick something that's a little bit smaller and something that does not have any other additives, just birdseed. There are some people who will choose something that has capsaicin in it or hot pepper flakes so that the squirrels don't grab this. However, you'll be working with this with your hands, especially if you, again, have little kids. You're not going to want them digging into that. So just regular bird feed that's kind of small will work for this program. So we've got our parchment paper laid down. Now we're going to get our pine cone and scoop out some of our peanut butter onto our popsicle stick. Now we've got a good chunk on here. We're going to paint the peanut butter and really get into those cracks. We want to get a nice layer, and this will act as a glue for our seeds. Yep, and this is where we're really glad we have our parchment paper. We also want to be very careful because we don't want to break off the little branches on this pine cone because these little branches will provide little cavities for our seeds to nestle in and keep them from just falling out with the wind. Once you've got your peanut butter pretty much coating your pine cone, you're going to take your ribbon and quickly just wrap this around here. You can even do this before you put the peanut butter on. So now we've got a nice tight ribbon around the top portion of our pine cone. We're going to add another little loop. And this will be our little handhold. So when we do have our finished product, you can hang it in a tree or on a shepherd's hook or even toss it out into the garden. I would recommend you hang it somewhere so that squirrels cannot reach it or other mammals that would also love these seeds. So now here's the fun part. We can take our seeds and take our primed pine cone and nestle it in these seeds and just bury it. You want to get those seeds deep in that pine cone, all of that peanut butter covered up. Pat it down and turn it, pat it down and turn it. Give it a little shake, and we have our complete pine cone bird feeder. You can also use Crisco instead of peanut butter if you have any peanut butter allergies at home. Those of us who like peanut butter and have no allergies to them, I'm sure you'll find that the peanut butter smells a lot better. Thank you for joining us for our DIY pine cone bird feeder. We have other awesome programs going on at the library this next month and throughout the entire year of 2024. Some of them are going to be our nature journaling, which will be on Saturdays or Sundays. And then we'll also have a family nature club for parents with kiddos from ages 3 to 6 or 7. Those will be on select Thursdays. So keep an eye out for the Garden Programming's calendar at fcl.org.